Hello friends, welcome back. Today we'll explore another very interesting micro niche. So while explaining, I will tell you the difficulties with this and also the speciality with this particular micro niche. So let's start with the keyword that is something related to party ideas. So this particular micro niche covers all innovative, creative ideas, thoughts that revolve around planning and arranging parties for various occasions. Let's look into the details. Let's explore and then let's look for all the keyword ideas. So straight away you are able to see about nearly 160k plus keywords are there with associated with this particular keyword. So let's do our typical 5-factor validation. So first factor we consider is difficulty or competition is what we look for. So let's look at that. So what we normally do is we whenever we do a validation for any of the keyword, we look for the number of keywords available with low difficulty or low competition. The label here you can see KD stands for keyword difficulty. Lower is always better. For new websites I always suggest filter the keywords with the difficulty less than 20. Let's apply this particular filter and check it out how many keywords are appearing for this particular keyword. There are about 20k keywords are available. That means there are decent number of keywords for this particular keywords associated with this particular micro niche. So the first validation is true. So second validation, look at the search volumes or search traffic. Okay, search volume for this particular the keyword. So if you see here, party planner or tea party ideas or 80th birthday party ideas, you can see about 40k, 3k. So most of the at least the first in the first frame, all the keywords that you see have about search volumes more than 1000. That's looking pretty good and attractive. So the second validation is also true. The third one what we look for is the scope for content. So what we want to check is if do we have enough number of topics to write the content associated with this particular micro niche. What we normally do is we apply another filter here, something called volume. You can see here we just verified that volume is nothing but number of times this particular keyword has been searched online uh, by anybody across the this is exclusively for United States. So for any new website, if you're starting a new blog or if you're picking up a micro niche, you should always plan to publish minimum of 100 articles. More is always better, but you should target to write minimum of 100 article to see some reasonable success. So while picking the micro niche, you need to see, do you have enough opportunity to write those many different top articles, or the do you have those many different topics to write the content. So how we normally do is, one, we already applied a filter for the low keyword difficulty. Also apply a filter on search traffic, because if you write on something where nobody is searching, on a topic that nobody is searching, then it's of no use, right? So that's why you apply another filter where you have search volumes of on an average 500 per month. So let's apply that filter as well and see how many keywords will appear for this particular micro niche. You can see about a 1600 plus keywords are there. So looking very attractive. So third validation is also true. So next, fourth one what we go for is fourth one is basically reference website. We normally check if there is any reference website or proof that this particular niche works. So you should look for a website that is not established or not branded, but still built on this particular micro niche and doing performing very well. Now I did a lot of search on this and finally discovered this website. You can see here, partyplanningsolutions.com. So you can see everything is all about just party related ideas, looking colorful. But again, if you see it, basically the design and all, yeah, because of the color combinations they use is looking attractive. Otherwise the design is very simple. So a normal typical niche block kind of a design. So let's look at the details related to this particular website and check out how attractive it is. Okay, so before we get into look into that particular website details, right? So what I wanted to add here is, so let's explore that website once again. Now you see here planning ideas and all that. So one is party ideas, other one is, for example, you say there will be lot of keywords which may not have the word party. For example, you can say how to arrange, uh, how to uh, how to surprise someone on their birthday. That may be a query, but if you see in that query you do not have the word called party. What I mean to say is, so all these keywords what you saw here is related to the party ideas, but there will be lot of things associated with this particular niche, something like a celebrations, something like maybe a graduation day or independence day. So for those kind of keywords, there is no party in that particular phrase, but all those also will come under this particular niche. So what it means is, that means what you see here, the 1600 is not the only the number of keywords or number of topics you may discover when you actually go ahead and launch this particular or do some more research on this particular micro niche. It will be much more than it. It will be multiples of it. So already 1600 keywords with low difficulty and higher volume itself is looking good, but you will find lot many topics associated with basically celebrations, parties and all that when you explore further. Okay, so now let's look at the website that we just discovered the details related to this particular one. Let's look at the site explorer and see how the details are there. Okay, let's look at the various attributes and the parameters associated with this particular website. One major attribute that I always look for when analyze any website is something called DR. You can see, find a label here, something called DR. DR stands for domain rating. So domain rating conveys the message, basically the how uh, established this particular website or how branded this website is. To give a simple example, if you are starting a brand new website, DR will be 0 for your website. But if you take an example of the websites like google.com, microsoft.com, facebook.com, twitter.com, all these are branded sites, right? You will find DR either above 90 or near 100. So that means as and when your website becomes an authority website, becomes a branded website, attracts more traffic, and if a lot of people go and visit the website, then once that becomes very popular, slowly the DR will become higher and higher, because a lot of people will refer your website and there will be a lot of links coming into that website and all this will happen. So, for example, if there is a article written on related to party in Microsoft.com, and if that is ranking well here, uh, you shouldn't take that as the reference, because Microsoft.com is already established website. You can't compare. So I always look for any website which has a low DR but still doing well, performing well on this particular micro niche. That gives me confidence that if I start a new website on this particular niche today, I also have very good probability to rank well, because when another new relatively new or fresh website with low DR is doing performing well, there is no reason why my new website also can't perform well if I uh, post very high quality content. That's the condition. So now if you see, DR is only 4.5, which is relatively low. But if you look at basically the organic keywords for which this particular website is ranking, is mind blowing. It's nearly 50k keywords, 48k keywords for which this particular website is ranking. The organic keywords is nothing but for number of different keywords for which this website is appearing in your search engines. Then if you see the search traffic, you have about a nearly 17k search traffic per month. That means there are about 17k people visiting this particular website by searching organically for various terms. Okay, these are the important parameters which proves that this particular site is doing pretty well, exclusively built on this particular niche with low DR but performing very well. So that's the fourth validation. So that is also true. And the last validation what we look for is the earning potential. How is the earning potential for this particular micro niche? At the end of the you create this website to earn some money. So again, let's go back to the same the website statistics that we just analyzed. There is one label you can see here, traffic value. What is traffic value? Traffic value, you can read here the estimated value of your target monthly organic search traffic. That means if you properly monetize the traffic this particular website is attracting, this website has a potential to earn about a 14.9k US dollars per month. Understood? So nearly this particular website has a potential to earn about 15k US dollars per month if you properly optimize. But I always suggest take a very conservative approach, because when you say properly monetize, there are lots of ifs and buts are there. So consider only 10% of it. Even if you take 10% of it, it is about a 1490 US dollars. If uh, that's the potential this particular micro niche has, if you can do well, if you publish quality content. So that looks very attractive for me. I'm sure I think you all also would have found the numbers very attractive. So overall this niche looks micro niche looks pretty good. So go ahead and pick it up, especially for the people who are like a very social people and enjoy the time in the parties and or love to organize some parties or get involved in various activities in celebrations and and the personalities who normally are very active in any of the occasions. For those kind of people, this is perfect. You will find lot more creative topics once you do some more analysis on this particular topic, because there is no end for different types of occasion. Especially if you take US, you have, so you will find so many different festivals, occasions, parties that you can uh, you can they celebrate, and you just need to write the content related to those occasions and parties, giving them some creative thoughts. Likewise, when you go international, you may find a lot more few more unique occasions in Canada, few more unique things in UK, and any other country also you can target. Okay, so for me this looks very attractive. Only thing is you need to have some interest or passion or some kind of a association with this particular topic. If that is there, go ahead and pick it up. So that's all for today. Hope you like the content. Thank you very much for your time once again. Bye.